number 4. How much stock do you guys take in that?
We're proud of it, but we don't take a lot of stock in that. It's based on the past, right? It's based on last weekend and the weekend before that, and we're looking ahead.
With the situation's gone, are you approaching this Gopher series with a little different outlook than last year?
Sure, I would say so. I think our team's better this year, and I think we have some confidence based on the way we've played the first couple weekends, and I think that helps right away.
How much better does this team match up against the Gophers than maybe last year's team?
I think a lot better. I think our team speed overall is much improved with a couple additions up front. I think our forwards really fly. I think we're very creative and skilled, much like the Gophers. I see this series going a lot like on the ice. I don't know about the results, but the style like BC. More of that track meet, quick transitions, skilled players on both sides. So it should be a great series.
Does this seem like, is it kind of interesting that you are the only WCHA team unbeaten and untied after one weekend?
I didn't even know that, but
They all lost. Wisconsin
that's true.
Shootout, but they tied.
That's true. Yeah, it was an interesting weekend for the WCHA, and we're happy to be on the plus side of that.
You still want the team feeling like an underdog, acting like an underdog going this weekend, or do you want them feeling like they belong and have which way do you want to go with that? Feeling like a couple of past, or feeling like they've earned this respect?
I think it's a fine line. I think the Gophers naturally feel pretty confident, and based on history, you could say that we're the underdogs. Based on 2 weekends of hockey so far in this season, I would say we match up quite well. So I think it's a fine line of both.
Would you rather they win both games by 10 last weekend before you face them this weekend?
No, definitely not. I'm happy where they are. I know you could say, well, they lost, so they're going to come back way hungrier, and it's a home game and all of that. But I think it shows a chink in the armor, that they did lose, and based on them being the national champions from last year, they already have quite a bit of confidence, and there's the intimidation factor already when you talk about the Gophers in women's hockey based on their success. But given Bemidji's ability to beat them and keep it close on Friday night too, I think that shows that there's a gap, and we hope to close that gap.
Can we expect to see the same cycle of lines this week, or do you anticipate playing that top line a little bit more against a team like this?
I think it's going to be a fast game, and I think speed is the name of the Gopher style of hockey, and I think it's the name of our style of hockey. So to over-rely on one line might not work out. I think it's going to be a team effort, and we're going to need everybody to be flying and be focused and ready to go.
Question is, who is your first line?
Good question. I think it's the line that was our first line by the end of Saturday's game. So
Not the start.
right, so Bricklick, McGovern, and Stalder.
How much tape did you watch of that Bemidji series with the Gophers, and was there anything really that stood out beyond Brittany Mowat?
Yeah, no, Bemidji did what Bemidji does best. They really clogged things up. We watch a lot of special teams because, as you know, special teams are dominating hockey this season, and Bemidji did a fantastic job of quieting Minnesota's power play. The power play that was #1 in the country last year at about 40+% or something crazy. And I think they keep things simple. They play really hard. They don't try to run around and chase the Gophers around. And I think there's some stuff that we can learn from that.
It'd be an interesting replay to watch because they scored early.
Yeah.
So then they had to hold that one thing lead.
Right.
55 minutes.
Right, but Bemidji's very good at that. They usually win by a goal, maybe 2, and they tend to hold on, and they do a great job doing that.